Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a team you can use for this class trial in Warlord. First things first, you can go to the shop, grab yourself a tier 1 for a mere 30 gems. This gives you a potion of enchantment, extra troops, more Warlord XP, gold souls, class sigil trials. Not too shabby at all. Then tier 5, there is the class mythic weapon. It is Warlord's Battle Cry. It's not that great. It deals damage to an enemy boosted by the enemy's attack. You're going to get it for free anyway once you've achieved 250 class wins in Warlord. So I wouldn't necessarily go spending all those gems just with the goal to get that weapon early. You're going to get it eventually anyway. And you're not going to miss it, let's be fair. Right, so the team for this, you can fight the champions in literally any order you like. You don't have to do them in any order that they are there. So I'm going to start on Queen Titania first. And this is the team. We don't have much to pick from in here. If you look at the troops we've got to pick from, it's literally this little motley crew here, and it's not a great bunch to be fair, but hey, we do with it what we can. But what we're going to do is have our best damage to all weapon. I like Black Manacles. It does damage to all, and there's a 20% chance to devour a random enemy at the same time. But if you don't have that one, just type in damage to all in the search bar, like so. Damage to all, done. And that'll bring them all up. Plenty to pick from. Even something like Wicked Scythe right at the bottom is going to do a really good job. Does damage to all enemies just in a plain and simple way and will absolutely work. Troops wise, we are going to have Ogress. Pulls herself to the front and stuns the first enemy. Then explodes one random gem boosted by her life at a 10-to-1 ratio. So the more life she's got, the more gems she's going to explode. So if you've got 100 life, she'll explode 10 gems. That is going to generate plenty of mana. And if you have her traded up, she has the added bonus of reducing damage from skulls by 50% and summoning a fortress gate when she dies, which is pretty handy. Gog and God are actually useful in this team. Either deal magic-based damage to an enemy and spend all your gold to boost the damage, that'd be high single target damage, or deal magic-based damage to all enemies and gain 80 gold. So what that means is if you cast this again and it does the first option, you'll get a bigger boost on that. So it does actually work well on this and gains 20 bonus gold on 4 or 5 gem matches, which also pushes up that damage. Stone Giant can just be here as a added way of gaining mana for the team, destroying all brown gems with full effect. This is going to charge up our Manacles, Ogress and Gog and God, then deal damage to a random enemy boosted by those gems removed. So fairly straightforward team to use. The banner for this is going to be the Hive banner, +2 brown, +1 green, -1 red. Like I say, in a Titan class for this. All Giants start with 50% mana. Gain 1 life on 4 or 5 gem matches. We'll have Impact, Counter Attack, Stone Circle, Storm Aura, Dust Storm, really useful. Rock Solid, gain a barrier when matching brown gems, super useful. Stone Mastery, extra brown, and a Fortitude. So it's going to work really nice. Right, so let's dive into the scrap then, see what we can do. This 50% start and the Potion of Enchantment is going to make this really easy to get your manacles up at the beginning. Purple or brown is what we're looking for, but we won't say no to any 4 matches. There's manacles up. This is going to do our job on them on the early stages. You can chuck on Medals on Nisha if you want to boost up the damage from your manacles and your damage to all troops. Let's just do these first few and I'll jump forward a couple of levels just to show how it works on slightly more difficult opponents. Again, brown off the bat is going to be a easy way of getting it done nice and quick with manacles at the beginning. Manacles. Class as jewellery. Not quite sure it's kind of jewellery which most people would want to put on if they're going out, for example. Anyway. They work. And they kill stuff, which is what we want. Alright, let's just do these last 2 and then we'll jump forward a couple of stages. It's Grumpy Isabel. Somehow she managed to look more grumpy every single time I see her, which is quite impressive really. Because she seriously looks like someone stole the jam from her donut. That's disappointing, isn't it? When you get a jam donut and there's not much jam in it, it doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. It's like, who was in charge of the jam pressing machine? Okay, I'll just show how this team works on the slightly higher levels when you have to start using your other troops at the same time to knock out the opponents. Still going to be grabbing stuff for our manacles at the start. Go brown if you can, because it gives you a rock solid barrier at the same time. Gonna cast manacles first. If we get the devour, it's happy days. If not, we'll just look at our other teams, our other troops. Next up, we'll look to cast Ogress. Put myself to the front, stun the first enemy, then explode one random gem boosted by my life. That's going to charge up manacles again. You can cast that again. Everybody's nearly dead. You can cast Gorgon next. If he chooses the second option, which is damage to all, everybody's going to just be dead. Otherwise, just high single target damage to just target whoever you like. And if he picks the wrong option because he scratched his head too long like he just did, then we can finish off with Stone Giant. That's going to charge up black manacles again as well. So even if that didn't kill that last enemy, then your black manacles or your weapon would have been ready again anyway. So pretty cool. Right, let's just do a couple more battles and we'll call it a video a day. Video you're a day. Let's get some purple. And what else we got? Not a lot, so we'll get green instead. Manacles first. Gorgon Guard, if he's up, sorry, it can be cast second. Like I say, if he does choose that damage to all option, then it's going to be good. Generally target people that have got a summon first. If not, just pick someone else that's got armor, protection, something like that. Soften them up. We can cast this now. Let's cast her. Explode those gems. Get your damage to all weapon up. Finish off. Very, very straightforward. Now let's just do High Forge next. And I think that'll do. No need for a long video on this one. Here we go. Manacles is up, nice and ready. There's the damage to all. Gorgon Guard, come on mate. Don't scratch your head too long. When you do this, I always target someone that's got the chance of a summon. If you're a newer player and your armor is really low, then maybe you want to target her, because if her armor is more than yours, she's going to do triple damage. But you soften them up. We'll then cast Ogress to explode gems, charge up the damage to all weapon again, and the job is a good one. May have to cast your Stone Giant at the bottom to get even more mana and repeat the process, but that is how it's going to work. Fairly straightforward and actually a reasonable amount of fun. So not too bad a team in the end, considering the restricted troops we had to pick from. So there's the video. If you enjoyed it, why not press that like and subscribe button? It really does help. Grab your rewards after, chuck them in the pot, in your bag, in your rucksack, in your shoes, in your briefcase if you're posh, whatever you prefer. I don't mind. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.